Now that the wood stove's cleaned out, it's a good time to go ahead and polish the door, the glass, and the rest of the stove. Get it cleaned out. How dirty that glass is. Part of having a wood stove is maintenance. There's a certain amount of maintenance to everything that you do. So we're gonna put some polish on here and clean this thing up. We'll go ahead and take this ash outside, let it get cooled off, and we're gonna save this for making lye later. Okay, this is what we're going to use for polishing the steel on the stove, the body of the stove, and the glass. Both of these products are made by Imperial, and they do a fantastic job. One thing to note, make sure that you're putting this on a cool surface. You don't want the surface of your wood stove or your glass to be hot while you do this. So the first thing we're going to start with is the glass and masonry cleaner. So it says to have 2 dry rags. So we're going to start with that. We'll spray this on there. And we're going to let this stand for 2 to 3 minutes. You want to make sure to have something down there to where the drips can run off onto it so they don't land on your floor. So we will let this stand for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're just going to take a dry towel or a dry rag. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll squirt it one more time around the perimeter here, and then we'll do the other side too. Okay, we'll let that sit for another 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, been another 2 to 3 minutes. Scrub it. And we're going to use the second towel, and we're just going to kind of buff this. Back to the inside here. I'll buff that off. Okay, that is much better. Now we will, I should have done that before, clean the ash pan off, and then we'll go ahead and polish the rest of the stove. Okay, here's what it looks like. Now we're going to put some polish on there. Imperial Stove Polish Liquid. We've got it shaken up like it says. Now we're just going to apply a generous amount to the top of this. That's what the directions say. And we're going to let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, that's done. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, we've got it on there. It's been curing. We're going to go ahead and buff it now. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at it now. Okay, that looks nice. Let's build a fire. We'll be using cheap fire starters. So cheap, they're almost free. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Just wanted to talk a little bit about a couple things that we have on our wood stove. This right here, that is a steamer pot. And for those of you that have a wood stove, know that a wood stove dries out your house. That just adds moisture back into the house, some humidity from the water that you fill it with. This is an Eco Fan. It doesn't have any batteries. You don't plug it in. You simply put it on your stove. And when it gets warm enough, it will spin by itself. So if you just wait a minute, it'll go. Wow, you can actually see the fire through the glass now, and the polish looks great. If you're interested in watching any other videos about wood heat, check out the links at the end of this video.